My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. Ask me about my life, man, I love it, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother. We the champions.
Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Yeah.
You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding it like we knew it all. Not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, I look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the in my paper.
They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbillies. Q-Bone stallion with the lick. Really became a boss many years back. When I'm gone, give me pull your tears back. We put the bang and produce. You got no chance of hanging. They took the tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Let's turn it up, a little louder, turn it up, a little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down, universal sound. When we move the pound, take a look around. When we touch the town, not the way, stomping in my big black J's. Corny, get stuck in the maze. We never suffer fools, had enough of you. False friends and loose ends make me wanna fool. That we got another world tour, touching every shore, from Cali to Singapore.
Every day I'm seeing more in the temple as we rock up tempo instrumentals. I saw my dream in a dream, then I woke up. Put the dream team together, now we one time.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Let's turn it up, a little louder, turn it up, a little louder, turn it up.
With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Seattle Seahawks. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Right out of the gates, here's Smith. Steps away to his left. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's good for 28 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead.
Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
They go play action with Ryan. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
On first down, Ryan dancing to his left. Going up top for Miller.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Ryan eluding the pressure right. Over the middle, caught by London. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Ryan, a little pop pass, jet sweep. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now Ryan sets up the screen to Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. To throw is Ryan. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Ryan. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Touchdown! Jamal Agnew. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. after the touchdown. Here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Ryan. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. From the shotgun, Ryan. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Ryan to throw. Going deep this time for Miller. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Falcons. Scotty Miller, 46 yards. And the Falcons are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On first down, Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Gino. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side.
He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. After the interception, here's Ryan. He's going to wind up and air it out. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, 40 yards. And the Falcons have broken our tie. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Geno now to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Ryan. Flushed out right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Looking to throw again on second down. Ryan. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Ryan. And a dump off here to Robinson. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Here's Ryan. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Ryan on target to Pitts, first down, Falcons. He'll drop to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Falcons have broken our tie. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like he's got a man complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Off of play action, here's Smith. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Let's go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 70 Lions.
On second down, it's Walker. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll try for the first with Walker. That he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Myers' kick is good, and that'll bring them back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down. And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Ryan. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 3rd down, Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
On 4th down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left, and that will keep this a 4-point game.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for him, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal and the weight going. And that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, Good through the air and really all around and out. Here's a diving catch right side. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Robinson on a give right side. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Ryan. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Ryan. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. 54-yard punt, 14 on the return, nets him 40. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Out to his left. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf, 70 yards. And the Seahawks have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that gives him a 3-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the interception, here's Smith. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Arnold Ebiketie in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. A Another try after the first down sack. Smith, a quick throw knocked away and incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. He's got his pass-catching tight end, that's Pitts. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Robinson up the middle. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Being chased out left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Jamal Agnew with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Falcons are an extra point away from taking the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here's Moore. He will return it. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd.
Throwing is Smith. Flush to his right. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that is incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing on third down, Smith. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be fourth down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. A new lease on life after the fourth down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Smith. They'll roll him out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. Oh, no, he lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Looking to throw. Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Miller. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as he's out of bounds at the 2.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Algier will score. Touchdown, Atlanta.
So an important drive for them there. They're not home, but momentum, Charles, definitely in their favor now.
And I like the point you just made. They're not home yet, but a 1-point game, and if you kick the extra point, make it an 8-point game. Only one score, but you're right. Momentum definitely in their favor right now.
Koo now for the point after. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken at the goal line. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Smith. Steps away to his left. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Throwing again is Smith. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant, 51 yards. And the Seahawks have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Geno's going to throw, and he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very and this is going to be intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take over here up near the 40. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here we go. Press all 80. 19 Riot. You. Mike 3. Ricky. 0-0, Mike 3.
From the 41, Smith. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Smith now to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Measures say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 2nd and 7. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively at 2nd down.
A little bit of a dangerous throw in a tie ball game, because your job, make sure the worst thing that happens to your offense is that you go into overtime. That could have been a game changer there if he came down with that interception.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, boy, this sets up for a huge call now on 4th down, because you can try the long field goal, you could go for it, or you could punt and play for overtime. I am so glad, partner, that I don't have to make those kind of decisions. Let's see what they decide.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
This taken in at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
On the jump.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Now it's Smith. Escaping the pressure right. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Check mash, check mash.
From the gun, it's Walker. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now Smith. Flushed out right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed down him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this one is right through. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
This one taken just inside the 10.
4 quarters not enough for all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
I cannot imagine how these players and coaches feel, Charles. My palms sweating up here in the booth now as we go to the 3rd drive of overtime. And as we know,
oh, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now a first throw here in overtime. Complete. Smith has it.
Finding space at the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost.
A diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And, partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a 1st down or big yardage. Because whether you're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambled to try and tackle him.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. That's 2nd down. To throw is Ryan. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football.
Now, that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
No. Here's Walker to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Gets this to Fant, and he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
I like the thought process. I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man, because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
Smith now to throw. Dancing to his left. And that will be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Now here's Michael Dixon on for a very important punt here in overtime. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Well, this is a pretty rare situation here, Charles. You get in overtime, neither team coming through with even a field goal on their first drive, so now sudden death.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Play action. It's Ryan.
Pass complete to Robinson.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Ryan. Forced out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here, a first down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up. But in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
On the give, here's Robinson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Ryan eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Now Ryan. Oh, and it's intercepted.
And the Seahawks will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Man, what a battle. I mean, what a game this has turned out to be, Charles, as we're going to have now a 5th drive here in overtime.
I don't know how they're doing it out there because the focus, the concentration, that has to stay as high as the intensity, and it's hard to do with how hard-hitting this game has been. But at this point, you've got kicking in your background. Can you go down there and put one through the post so we can all go home?
I don't think they want me down.
A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. Whistles come in and a timeout. Just 8 seconds left in OT. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
Give them maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Now a timeout called for by the offense. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So we'll take a break with them and be right back. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And they'll be celebrating in Pioneer Square tonight. The Seahawks have won the game.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Seahawks, It's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Talking that funky, about my face, wearing that monkey